Hi guys, I'm Ashif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video. Today I will make this cool trail or you can say projectile in this video. So let's start this tutorial and don't forget to subscribe me, or if you want tutorial like this like more than 700, you can join my membership. Under $1 you will get lots of tutorials, but this one is free, so just watch it. So let's start this. So first thing, I want to make a core of my trail. So for that, let's make a material M and I'll call it core. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just take you can take additive. I'll just take the translate for now. I'll it to side. I'll take just a radial, and if I connect, this is a radial and it's round. But what I want it to like taper it from the bottom. The first thing I'll do, I'll just scale it down by 4, I guess. And maybe I'll make it little more sharp. So density maybe 5. So to do that, what I want to do, you can tweak the radius or you can scale it from bottom. So to scale it, let's say you have texture coordinate and you take this UV, scale UV from center, and now you have this which you can scale it. So if you put a value like 1.5, same like a radius, but now we have the two vector x, y separately. So I can take append vector and now I can scale it on x or y separately. So like these are 1 and 1. I want to change the width of this, so I can make it like this. And now instead of this value, we can just add a gradient. So if I take the texture coordinate again, you can use the same if you want. And I'll take this green channel, which is like this. And because 1 is the default value for the size, I'll use a LURP and connect this. And see, this is black from the top. So that means this A is the top value and B is the bottom value. And I'll connect it here. For now, I'll just make it 1 and 1 and stop previewing it. Now I want to tweak the bottom. So I will make this maybe 5. See, and we can make it 0. And it's like a drop, side down, drop. So now we can use it, or we want little bit here. If you want to do, you can also do that. So what you can do, you have this, you can again tweak it if you want. Okay. But I guess I will leave it like this. Then I'll take the particle color, just connect this directly and connect this like this. And I'll just hit save. And when it's saving, you can subscribe my YouTube channel. And now if you have subscribed, let's move to the next part, which is creating a Niagara. And I'll take this fountain and I'll call it NS trail or projectile, whatever you want to call it. And I'll just make this background darker. And now this is not working. I'll take again. This is weird issue I'm facing. My fountain doesn't work at once. I have to take it again. Okay, so now I have this. And actually, I want to tweak it a little bit from here also. So what you can do, you had this gradient. And I want to make it a little black from the top also. So what you can do, I'll take this gradient, take the power. So this is black from the top and saturate and multiply with this. So it will be now pinched from the top also. See, but you don't want that much. So you can add values. So if I add value here, like at 1, if you're adding 1, this will be the same. I want like 0.1 or 0.5 maybe. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, this is perfect. Now I will use it. I'll save again. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe it. And okay, so I have now this. And what I'll do, I'll delete the gravity and we have just the velocity. I'll take the linear and I'll make it negative like this. Second thing, I don't need this and I need just maybe 5 or 6 particles like this. And light should be very short, maybe point 0.3 and point 0.2 like this. Then I'll use this material, connect this here. Okay. And then I'll make the size non-uniform and also velocity aligned. And see, I'll use the velocity. I just want it on a same place every time, almost same. We can stretch it a little more if you want. And I want my pivot here, so I will just offset it like this. I will reduce it even more. So it's almost at the same point, right? And it's white, so it will be white. And one more thing I'll do, I'll make a dynamic parameter for the density. So this is my density. I want to make it a little more sharp. I have lots of tutorials in my membership. If you want, you can join if you haven't yet. Okay, so now density is very low. As you can see, I will increase it like crazy. This much. Cool. And now I will reduce, I will call it core. Then after core, this is white. Then I need a little yellowish layer. So I'll duplicate this and let's call it yellow. And let's also make it yellow. Maybe this much. And this will be, of course, bigger. So I'll make it almost double, maybe 30 and 60 like this. And I guess I need a user parameter for this also. This value for the top, I'll call it top and I'll save it. And now in this one, I want my top to be like that will be 0. And for the yellow one, if I increase, oh, I have to flip it now. So we custom and -1 here. And now we can make it like 0.9. Nice. Yeah. And now we can change the size. Like I want it little bit like this. And we can also decrease it. So we have now this yellow thing. And it looks fine to me. So I'll just save it. And the next layer I want is I want a arc kind of thing. So I'll just duplicate my material. We can call it speed arc. So I'll call it speed arc. What I'll change in this one, of course, I don't need these all kind of thing. Okay, and not this. So we have this. Let's make the density maybe 50 for now, just to make it sharp. Then I'll take one more and radius is zero point 0.5 for this one. So let's say this is, I'll make it zero point 0.4 and let's make this one maybe 0.3. So of course this is smaller and density is same for both. And now if I subtract from this one, I will have a ring because this is small. And now I can offset this smaller one. So zero point 0.5 means it is in center. Now I want to offset it on the y-axis. So if I make this like zero point 0.3, we will see what happens. It's making arc. So we want it to move it down. So we will make it zero point 0.6, like a moon, crescent moon. And I'll make it a little bigger, maybe 0.38. So two things I'll make the parameter of. I'll take the append vector and I want to tweak the y-axis. So I'll make a x 0.5 and this is our offset. Second thing, this radius. So this is 3.8 for now. I'll call it radius. Okay. And I think that's fine. I'll just save it. And I think I will put this tutorial for free or maybe for the members. I'm not clear. Let it be how it comes. If this comes really cool, I'll put it in the membership. If not, then it will be free for everyone. Okay, so I'll just browse this and here I'll copy this and I'll call this arc. And in this one, I'll change that material, of course, and the dynamic parameter, density, maybe 20, offset zero point 0.6, and radius 0.38. Cool. And let's make this little orangish. And I'll just stop it somewhere. Okay, so I'll make this little wider. I'll offset it a little more. Yeah, this much. And make it little less. And maybe little less height, maybe. I think. And 0.99, 0.9, 0.95. Yeah, this is fine now. Now I want to make a trail from here. So this will be our last thing to do. And yeah, so let's do it. So for that, I'll make a trail using ribbon, I guess. So, and one more thing, these like this yellow and this white, we can change material a little bit. So I'll take the texture and I'll take maybe my aura. And to scale it like the same way, I will use the same UV. So it will be pinched like this. Then I will multiply this with this and take the smooth step. Then I'll connect this here. Now we have this. Oh, this will be here. We have this minimum and I'll add minimum and maximum. So maximum will always be higher than minimum. So I'll call it just minimum and maximum. And one more thing I'll do for this texture, I'll pan this. So I'll use the same UVs, but this will be panning. We can make a parameter for the panning, but let it be. Let's save it and check how it comes. Okay, so now if I isolate this and we have this minimum maximum, if I increase it, see how it's coming. And looks cool, I guess. I'll decrease density a little bit. Cool. And now we have the white. And same thing we can do with the white. So I'll decrease it. I think texture is panning upside down for the white because this yellow one I tweaked, but we can also tweak it. It doesn't look like, oh, not this, this. Yeah, now it looks fine. Now it's look much better. Okay. So now we have to just make a trail and I'll save it and I'll make a ribbon and ribbon and let's make this transparent and I'll let beside it the planar I'll take a texture. I'll take the noise. Actually, I have a blur noise that I will use. Blur. Yeah, this one. So I have this blur noise. And what I'll do, let's say I have the particle color and I have black body. And let's say you have a texture coordinate and then this thing, Radial, which is black from here and white from here. I want it to invert. And then I will use the power to control it. So I'll make a dynamic parameter. Let's call it power. Then I will multiply it with a higher value that will be our temperature. So I'll call it temp. And then I will fade it here. And then I'll also multiply it with the particle color and connect it here. And I want to add this on particle color actually. So I will keep the particle and then I will add this on the particle color. Okay. And for the opacity, what I'll do, I'll take this thing and instead of this, I'll take the green channel, I'll take the sign and I'll make a sign 2. If I preview, I have this and then I'll take the power. So I have this. Then we can distort it a little bit. So I will just multiply this texture and then add it on this texture coordinate. So you will see this is distorted completely, but we can reduce the value. So I will call it distort, distort, and damn. So what else? I'll just connect it here. That's it for now. That's it. We will change it later. So I'll save it again. And when it's saving, it's saved. You can subscribe my channel. I'm I'm like reminding you again and again because I really want to like grow my channel because it's been a long time. Lots of videos still not have much subscribers, so that's why. So I'll just browse this and here. Now I will again duplicate this and I'll call this ribbon. And instead of this, I will take the ribbon and velocity negative like this much. And let's make it like 100 for now. And I'll change the material, the dynamic parameter. Default value for power 1, for temp, let's make 1 for now and distort 0. And I don't want this color and I want to turn this off. Ribbon rate, ribbon width, maybe 50 or no, maybe 20. Okay. And light should be like 1. And then, oh, we have two dynamic parameters. I'll delete this one. Let's make the color of this little brownish like this. Then what I'll do, I have this power which is for uh, close this. This power is how much I want this gradient. Okay. So what I'll do first, let's increase the opacity actually. Okay. So if I increase the temperature like 4000, it's hot. And then this power will control how much I want it. And I don't want that much. Maybe this much is enough. And this much is enough. And with distort, we can distort it a little bit like this. But now distorting, so it's cutting through the edge because this thing. So I will make this power. So this is actually thickness of the ribbon. So I'll just save it. Okay, so now fresh it, thickness maybe 5. So now we have some space to distort it like this and see how it comes. And one thing what I'll do is first thing I'll just move it little down, maybe noise right there. We need ribbon width and this will be a curve. Let me save. And this will be a curve like this. Okay. And the shorting will be like this will be 0. Then my arc will be 1 actually. And this yellow will be 1. But this core will be 2. The core will always be up. Okay. Now we will make this like this. And of course, we don't have panning for this. So we will pan this -1 for now. And I'll save it. And when I'm saving, just comment below and let me know if you like this. So I'm panning on different axes. It should be like -1. Yeah, cool. And I guess I will just change the, let me take the size and uniform. I will change the this arc size maybe. One five one. Yeah. I'll make the opacity down. Yeah, this looks fine to me. So, and this yellow arc, sorry, yellow layer, I will distort a little bit more, dissolve a little bit more. And this white core, I will make it bright, maybe 50. And and then it's yellow, maybe 5. And you can also add some arcs on this if you want. And also I want to add some depth kind of thing for this. So what I'll do, I'll just multiply the same noise texture with the particle color. So it will be somewhere light, somewhere dark, not the flat. Yeah, it's much better, but I think I'll make it a little lighter. And see, yeah, it's fine. We can make a little more temperature if you want. Yeah, cool. And I'll make this all things local. Although you don't need to make the ribbon one local. We will just add some rings on it, I guess. And then we will finish it. And one more thing we can add. Let's copy this yellow one. And what I'll do, I'll take the velocity. Actually, it has already velocity. I'll take the con velocity -1 and make red at 5.4, size maybe 5. And color maybe orange. And I'll make it more orange. Add gravity. I'll just go make it local for now. So now we can increase this. Maybe have that and decrease the gravity also. So there should be an like arc like this. And I'll make the position little down. And yeah, cool. We can randomize the size. This is 5 and 10. We can just go with like 6, 4 and 8, 15 or 20. Okay. And yeah. And we can add some rings also in it if you want. And one more thing I'll do, I'm multiplying this noise, but I want to add little value, maybe like 0.1. So it's not completely making it black, this trail. Yeah, now it's much better. And I'll make the alpha maybe. Yeah, it's much better. Although we can change little bit tiling if you want. Maybe if I'll use 0.5, 0.5, we can make a dynamic parameter actually. I'll make one more dynamic parameter, make it 1, reset these, and just connect this here. And this is our tile. Save it, save it. And yeah, now 0.5, 0.5, or maybe 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 is much better, I guess. One last thing I will add, then I'll finish this tutorial. And also, let's make this new label. And I'll just put exponent height fog. Let's make it gray, maybe a little darker, and drag your trail here. I'll make this a little more darker. Take some space. And yeah, I think it looks fine. We just need to add some. And one more thing I want. This ribbon, I'll make the light maybe 2. And I want this to be like at 0.5. This is 1. But that 1, it should be like 3 or 5. But the smoothly like that. This is weird how it's working. I guess that's what. Uh, Not actually five, maybe, and it's one at point three. Or maybe that was perfect. I think this looks fine. Okay. And one more thing, I will actually disable this and yeah, I'll just add some rings in it and I'll finish it. So I'll make a material and ring very quickly and I'll just open this ribbon material, which is actually looks cool, but I'll just copy this thing in the ring and you can use sphere if you want like this and if I connect, like unlit, decided. We just need a texture coordinate and make this 0. Texture coordinates FC for the mask. I'll take the green, and then I'll take the sign, take the 2. If I preview, we have this, and then the power, and we will make this thickness, or you can call it width. Let's make the width maybe 5 for now. So it will be like this. Then we can multiply these together. And then again, we can use a power to dissolve it. And then finally part with the color. Connect this here, multiply this here, and that's it for now. I'll make the pen very subtle. Save. You can use sphere or cylinder, whatever you have. So let's say you have this yellow, I'll copy and paste it. I'll call it rings. And velocity, I'll use linear. It's going down. And then instead of this, we will use mesh. And let's take sphere if you want, like this. And it's too big. And then we will use this material here. And in the dynamic parameter, if I refresh, I'll take that again. What happened? Oh, to make it 0. Now refresh. Tile 1, weight maybe 5, resolve maybe 1. And this is where is not right one. We need different sphere which has good UVs. I think, yeah, this one. So now I can make it 1. And see, we can change the width like this. And then we have tiling. And then we can dissolve it like this. I'll make this alpha maybe 5. And this thing is just 1. So we can make this, and this is how it's going. And what I'll do, I'll take the scale mesh and make a plot and then curve like this and make the light maybe 1 and 0.8 and velocity very low and gravity very low. And I'll take the initial mesh orientation and randomize on the z-axis and spawn rate maybe just 1 or 2. And I want to make it high opacity, not that much. And I guess size maybe double and life maybe double. So it should come like this. And the thickness still high. I will make it very thin. And I guess this thing maybe just 5. And the shorting maybe 3. Make the background a little more darker. And 0, 1 and 0, 2. Yeah. One more thing, I have lost my core. So in the ribbon, I will decrease the temperature. Now I can see my cores. And in the core, I think we need more panning. So we can make the parameter for the pan, but for now, I'll just make it -2, -3, double. Yeah. And then this yellow layer, I will increase it maybe 15. Thickness, maybe even more. Yeah. Very simple, but looks cool. You can also add post process if you want, and maybe make it a little more saturated. So I'll go down, turn on the bounding box infinite, and then let's add image in it, and in the global, I will just saturate it a little bit. Like this. And you can also add little bit curl noise in your ribbon. I'll make it 5, 10, 20, and animate it. Oh, it's ruining it because of the thickness. It's too big actually. So I'll just put it here, make it like just one little bit, or maybe not. You can also add that waviness in the material itself if you want. So I think that's it. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.